A very good morning to all of you, my dear students of class 6. I welcome you all to this new class of English grammar where we will be beginning with the new topic, which is adverb. Now children, for understanding this, I will give you 2-3 simple sentences to listen to. For example, Ram runs quickly. This is very sweet mango. Govind reads quite clearly. In sentence 1, where I said Ram runs quickly, this shows in what manner Ram is running. We got to know that Ram is running, but how is he running? Again, a question comes, which is giving you the answer of this question. How Ram is running? Ram is running quickly. Second statement, children, where this is a very sweet man. We could have said that this is a sweet mango, but this is very sweet mango. In this, we are answering to what extent, to what degree the mango is sweet. Is it little sweet? It is very sweet. Then the third statement, children, where Govind reads quite clearly. In this, Govind reads clearly, but the word quiet modifies the statement or modifies the sentence. It is to what extent, to what level Govind is reading clearly. We said Govind is reading quite clearly. It means to what level, to what extent Govind is reading. Now, seeing these three sentences, you must have understood that quite, very, and quickly, they are adding meaning to the statements. If we remove these words, for example, Ram runs, he is running. So, when we add these words, they add and they modify the sentences, and these words are known as adverb. Children, the definition of adverb is that a word that adds some meaning to a verb, to an adjective or an adverb itself. Right? So, I will write down the definition first and then we will move towards the chapter further. A word that modifies. A verb, an adjective or an adverb. So this is the definition, children. I'm going to give you the written work, but meanwhile seeing this video you may note these important things down. A word that modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective or an adverb. Now, after listening to these meaning and some examples, the next category, children, the next category will be kinds of adverb. I will remove this definition. Even if you are unable to write, you may write it again. Now the next heading is kinds of adverb. After knowing the first type, children, after knowing the meaning of an adverb, now we will see the kinds, into how many kinds adverbs can be classified. Now, adverbs may be divided into the following classes according, children. They are divided according to their meaning. What meaning they are bringing in will be the basis of division of adverb. The first kind is adverbs of time. Adverb of From the name only you will clearly get to know. For example, he comes here daily. Example, he comes here daily. Now, we are talking about time in this statement, children. If you read this, the question is, when is he coming here? So the answer is, he comes here daily. Alright, so here the word daily is your adverb. You will automatically get your answer if you put a question to this. When does he come here? He comes here daily. So this is adverb of time. He comes here daily. Let us take one more example. I hurt my knee yesterday. I hurt my knee yesterday. I hurt my knee yesterday. Now, when did you hurt your knee? Yesterday. So, yesterday is your adverb of time. I hope the first kind, the first category, which is adverbs of time, is clear to you all. Now, children, let us go to the second type. The second type of adverb, which is adverbs of frequency. Children, don't worry about the written work. I will be posting all the written work which you need to copy in your fair grammar copies. Adverbs of frequency. Now, this adverbs of frequency lets us know how often an action is taking place. How often, how many times the action is taking place. For example, I have not seen him once. For example, again, if we take another example, the postman called again. So let us see two different type of examples, and then you will get to know what actually adverbs of frequency is. Number one, to begin with a very simple sentence. I have told you twice. Here in this sentence, if you raise a question, how often I have told you? You will say, I have told you twice. So, twice is your adverb of frequency. Frequency means, children, how often the work or the action is taking place. Twice. How many times I have told you? I have told you twice. Let's see the second example, children. He often makes mistakes. He often makes mistakes. Now, how many times he makes mistakes? The answer will be, he often. How frequently he makes mistakes? Often. Most of the times. Often. Very frequently. So, he often makes mistakes. So, children, in the first category, adverbs of time, when an action is taking place. Second category, adverbs of frequency, how often the action is taking place. Now let us move to the third category. Let us move to the third category, which is adverbs of place. Alright, from the name itself, children, you will come to know that adverbs of place itself demarcates that, which show where, means where the action is taking place. Adverbs of place. This is your answer. where the action is taking place. So the adverbs of place will tell you where the action is taking place. Let us understand some examples. All right. Um, for example, the little boy followed Mary. For example, the little boy followed Mary. In this sentence, the little boy followed is the adverb of place. Again, stand here, go there. For example, stand here. Very simple to understand. Stand here. Where are you being asked to stand? It is here. Where are you being asked to stand? Here. Alright. Now, the second example. The boy went there. Where did the boy go? The boy went there. Here, there, backward, front, all these are giving you the adverbs of place. So to understand, adverbs of place will tell you where the action is taking place. Now children, let us move to the fourth type of adverbs, which is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner. Manner, in what manner the action is taking place, how, in what way the action is taking place, how the action is taking place, in what way the action is taking place. Manner. For example, in what manner do you learn your portion? You will say someone will learn by walking, someone will learn by laying down, someone will learn in the morning. So how, in what manner is how, or in what manner the action is taking place. Let us see the examples with which you will be more clear with the fourth type of adverbs, which is adverbs of manner. Like in the beginning third sentence, Govind reads clearly. Govind reads clearly. How is Govind reading, or how does Govind read? We will answer Govind reads clearly. If he is not reading clearly, we will say Govind is not reading properly, but Govind is reading clearly is giving you exactly how the action of reading is taking place. Govind reads clearly. Alright, so in what way and in what manner, how the action is taking place, that is the answer for adverbs of manner. Alright, again we will see another example. The boy works hard. The boy works hard. So children, here the hard word is your adverb of manner. How is the boy working? The boy is working very hard. So the boy works hard here is telling you that the boy is working hard. How the action is taking place? How the boy's action is taking place? It is, he is working hard. Right children? I will give you one more example. For example, the child was crying badly. The child was crying badly. Whether the child was crying very little or whether the child was very high while crying, this is how the action of crying was taking place. So badly is the adverb of manner. Right children? And now let us see the fifth type, which is adverb of degree or quantity. adverb of degree or quantity. Adverbs of degree or quantity. Now children, these adverbs, let me fix my phone. Now children, these adverbs show how much or in what degree. I hope now it is visible. Now children, these adverbs are showing you that to what degree, to what extent the action is taking place. What degree? Alright. So let us see the examples and then you will understand the meaning. I am fully prepared. Number one, I am fully For example, during your examinations, when your parents ask you how much is prepared, you will say, I am fully prepared. If you are not prepared, you will say, I am partially prepared. So, to what degree the action has taken place, to what extent the action has taken place, is the answer for adverbs of degree or quantity. Fully is your answer, children. Now, let us see. I am so glad. Second sentence. I am so glad. It could have been I am glad, but I am so glad. What degree, to what measurement are you glad? You will say I am so glad. So this so is the answer for adverbs of degree or quantity. This is telling you the quantity, no? Fully prepared, not prepared. Then, for example, she sings pretty well. The third, I hope it is visible. Yes. Third, she sings pretty well. Action has taken place of singing, but now we will see to what degree or to what measurement is the action of singing taking place. So, she sings pretty well. Quite well she is singing. So, pretty is your adverbs of degree or quantity. With this, children, we have come to an end to the chapter. I hope the chapter is clearly understood by you all. Then children, one more important point I will like to tell you that whenever we add, leaving some words, whenever we add ly, it becomes an adverb. But not every word adding ly can become an adverb. The list of those words I will be attaching. For example, if you add ly to fast, for example, fast. There is no word if you add ly, fastly. It cannot be an adverb. Alright. For example, I worked very hard. If you add ly, I worked hardly. Hardly means hardly she bothers. Hardly, very least, or hardly, I mean not even any chance that she bothered or she prepared. So, there are some words after adding ly, they do not become an adverb. But in general, for example, fully, partly, the glass is partly full. So, for example, other words, lovely, the weather was lovely in Nainital, like this. But most of the words after being added with ly becomes an adverb. I will send you the list of words, some common list of words where if you write ly do not become an adverb. So children, with this our chapter for adverbs is over. I hope the chapter is comprehended by you all, and all the written work plus the exercises will be posted through PDF, which you need to do very clearly in your notebooks. Don't worry, I will send you the answers of the exercises also. also. So thank you so much, children. I hope you all have understood this. Even if you have any doubt, you are free to ask your teacher, and please stay safe and complete the work timely. See you all in the next class. Till then, bye bye.